had a Factor chicken pot pie pasta, cauliflower pasta. So we'll see how that makes me feel.
Oh boy, you in for a special episode of the WULFF Den Podcast.
Here, everybody. I feel fine.
Okay, that's
it'll be
good.
fine.
I'm happy for you.
If I start squirming in my seat, you'll know. We have the Mod Retro Chromatic here.
Yes.
First time looking at it.
Yeah, for it's a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Press the eject button.
Oh, the famous eject button.
Press the eject button.
I'm excited.
Give it a press.
I am. It's actually very difficult. It's very difficult to press down. Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
Get some air.
I'm expecting like the Super Nintendo eject button. That's like an easy
just like
press.
pops it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this is like you gotta like force it.
That's very forceful, and it shoots it up.
Yeah.
So you're just bumping plastic the whole time.
But like that's the most famous feature of the Mod Retro is that eject button.
I thought the most famous feature was the light bar for your cartridge.
Actually, the most famous feature about it is the arms dealing.
Pick up the controller.
The lanky control. Heavy. Metal.
I kind of really like the controller.
It's cold because
it's metal.
Yeah.
I think the
bad.
controller is the coolest part
The
of the whole
weight
thing.
is throwing me off.
It is $90 for that controller, and
Yeah.
you could just get the controller and just put it on a computer.
Yeah.
You don't have to
or
use
even
it.
like you can get like N64 Bluetooth
I
dongles.
think you can just use that on an analog 3D.
Yeah. Probably.
And that would be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you can connect that to an actual N64.
You can get Bluetooth dongles for actual N64s.
Because
So
you can't wire this.
no,
It's
no,
USB-C.
but it's Bluetooth, right?
Right.
So yeah, I forget who makes
8BitDo
it.
has one.
Yeah, 8BitDo, some other company on Castlemania makes them. I think Retrobit, but yeah,
I've seen them before, yeah.
Fair
But
enough.
I thought I wasn't going to like that controller, and I do. But it is $90, so you're
Yeah.
paying for it. Also, it came with... I haven't messed with this because I was afraid to. It came with other stick gates.
Interesting.
This stick gate is like the GameCube style.
Yeah.
And it came with one that is more like the actual N64 stick
Okay.
gate. And I want to try that, but you have to take the whole damn thing apart.
Like completely.
Well, the screws are on the back,
Yeah.
and the stick gate's on the front.
Mm.
So I think if you unscrew the back, the front will just come off.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do that until I'm done shooting B-roll.
I also noticed this right here that looks like it can just come off. Can't.
No, it can.
It can?
There's like a latch on the top.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So is this?
It's just a battery
Oh, this
pack.
is the battery. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know how controller packs work.
It must be virtual.
Yeah, I mean, there's like save stuff
Okay.
on it, but I don't know if you can like put in a memory card.
There's got it because like
I haven't messed with the memory card
you know because
functionality
games
at
of
all.
this era, if they support a memory card, like there's got to be a way to like, you know, replicate that.
Every game that I've played, our save is on the cartridge.
There were some games that used. I know Duke Nukem 0 Hour didn't have cartridge save. It
Right.
had memory card save. I know Perfect Dark you could save to the memory card. I know Mario Kart 64 saved ghost data to the memory card, but it
Okay.
required a full memory card.
Mario 64, Perfect Dark, Mega Man Legends or Mega Man 64, Jet Force Gemini, all
Mhm.
saved to the cartridge.
Yeah.
Friggin' Star Wars Episode 1 Racer,
Mm-hmm.
because X-Pac's on there.
Yes. World is Not Enough might save to memory card. I don't remember though.
Oh, we can try later. For the bonus episode, you will be playing this.
Ooh.
What's up, everybody? Today, forget today. Yesterday morning, I think, was it yesterday? Posted an I guess you can call it a free bonus live episode.
Yes.
We were at Long Island Retro Game Expo this past weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and we recorded it and we
Yep.
put it up, and I think it sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we did a lot of Q&A with the crowd, and I thought a lot of the interactions were very funny, particularly the sneaker guy.
Yes.
There was
Oh,
a guy.
I wanted to-
There was a guy who was very New York.
Yes.
Who came, I guess, just to sit because he didn't.
Yeah,
he just
like,
wanted a seat.
He said he was there with his son who was into it, but his son wasn't in the room.
Right, and he didn't know anything about video games or who the hell we are or
Yeah.
anything. So at the end, he just started asking us questions.
Yeah.
And it was very funny.
My favorite part was explaining to him the horse testicle physics in Red Dead Redemption.
He's like, is
2.
that real? Is that
He's
a real
yeah,
thing?
it's real.
Oh my God. Anyway, so
good.
check that out.
Yes,
we posted that
fun time.
yesterday. It's on the YouTube and on the podcast services.
I went back on Sunday and I managed to get some Switch games for the children because now they're into that. Let me tell you something. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, still very expensive.
Really?
It's like $50, between $40 and $50 still on the aftermarket.
Oh, because you want the 8 because you got Switch.
Yeah, Switch 1, because I'm giving them Switch 1s.
Is it not there?
No. It's here in this bag with all the other games I got them. And I had to get 2 of them because they don't know how to share.
I'm surprised we don't have a copy.
No.
I thought Hannah would have had it or something.
No. So, yeah, 2 copies. Yes, 2 copies of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe now for my dumb children to share. DC Superhero Girls for the girl.
Okay.
Disney Collection, which I have,
we have
digitally, but I want them to have the sensation of like using cartridges and understand that games come on physical media. That'll be important.
I understand your segueing.
Princess Peach Showtime, again for the girl. She actually is a Peach fan, so this is not me pushing my agenda.
Okay.
And Marvel Superheroes 2. Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Oh,
2.
Lego.
Yeah.
Okay. Forgot
And
the Lego
not
part.
featured because they were loose, but it was Lego Incredibles and a Paw Patrol game for the boy.
That's a lot of games.
It's a lot of. I want them to have like a good selection, at least a first good starting selection, and then anything else like we can provide them.
How much did you spend?
Too much. I was under my budget of like $200, but it was still like towards the top end of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not happy about it. It's more indicative of like the state of the used market in general.
Yeah.
Because like Switch games, especially like the good Switch games, are still retaining their value. Even like Mario Kart 8's like a 10-year-old game, and it's still very expensive.
Yeah, that's been historically Nintendo. All the good stuff stays very expensive. That's a lot of games.
Yeah.
And they're gonna pick one and play that one.
Yeah.
They're
I
not
know.
gonna play all.
I know.
things.
I know. I'm very aware of that, but at least they have a starting collection.
Yeah.
They have a starting collection. Not they're taking our game collection. They have a starting
This is
collection.
for that. Yes,
Yes,
this is
this
their
is for
collection.
them.
They will start their Excel spreadsheet.
Exactly. Yes, and I will teach her how to use that when she starts first grade next month.
So, I mean, part of what's great about us having physical games for the Switch is you could just grab them and give it to them if they want to like borrow anything.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Switch was the first console I tried to do all digital. Somehow we still have like 30 games.
Yeah.
Physical, but it's the first console I wanted to do all digital, and transferring digital games even to people in the same family group is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
You need to be in the same room, and they can only have it for I think 14 days.
And
you have to just do it over and over
14
again.
days. And also too, like, if I wanted to borrow a game that you bought, I can't just like send the requests. Like you have to know to do it. So I have to take out my phone and text you.
Yeah, but I have to be in the room.
You have to actually be
in the room.
See, that sucks
Yeah.
even more.
Yeah.
I can't just be like, hey, Bob, I want to borrow this game. Okay.
The only workaround is if you are playing on my primary Switch.
Mm-hmm.
So like Rhythm Heaven, for example.
Yeah.
Hannah just uses my Switch to play Rhythm Heaven.
Okay.
Because I bought it and it's on my Switch.
But then will her save transfer to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can transfer the game to her,
Mm-hmm.
but we were playing it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just easier for us to just use the same Switch.
Yeah.
If we had a physical cartridge,
Yeah, just pop out.
she could just pop it in.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo does make the digital situation more annoying than it has to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like Sony has a similar situation.
I don't know what Sony's family sharing. Like,
I don't think it has family sharing. I think it's one of those situations where you just have to log in on their like if I log in on your PlayStation, you can play my games, but only if it's my that's what it is.
yeah, it's
Only if it's my home Switch or my home system.
if I log into your PlayStation, then I can play your games.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you log into my PlayStation and try to download one of your games, you can play it, but I don't think I can play
and
it.
that's how it is on the Switch. It's exactly the same. The only difference is the Switch has family sharing.
Yeah.
Which is annoying, but I guess it's better than nothing, which is what Sony has. And I think Xbox has something.
Xbox has it where like people who are logged into the system can play the games on that system.
So it doesn't matter if it's the home system or not. I think it does.
We used to do this on 360.
Yeah, I think it matters.
If you bought the game, I could play it, and if I bought the game, you can play it. But if I take it to another system, then you can't play it.
It's the same. It's the home system situation.
Yeah.
So even though I think family sharing is a little annoying, it's still better than not having anything. I mean, the best family sharing is Steam.
Yes.
You just get to play the game no matter where you are.
Yeah.
Nothing beats that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm trying to be mostly digital on the Switch. For some reason, everyone else, every other system is going all digital.
Yeah, I used to be like 50-50, like whatever was just convenient for me. Now I don't know.
I used to, when a game came out on PlayStation, I would buy it on Amazon and get the physical.
Yeah, I would get it digital because, especially if it was a newer game, so I'd want to play it right away. And also, I didn't want a lot of clutter lying around. But now, I don't know. I feel like I need to buy physical because I have a reputation to maintain.
Yes. And also, like, you want to tell these companies that we want the physical version of these games. We recently heard, we even talked about it in the bonus episode from yesterday or whatever, the extra episode, I should call it. We talked about how the actual digital sales data is like insanely low for PlayStation and Xbox. I mean, Xbox is going to be really low because they really heavily push their subscription service and stuff. PlayStation, it was looking like digital sales were closer to like 90% of their market. And even we saw numbers that were closer to like 97%. It was like insane how many digital sales they do versus physical. Physical is not in their market at all. And that is a stark contrast to Nintendo, who just reported they have 38.5% physical sales, which that is less than half, but that is still the most out of any console manufacturer right now.
That's crazy numbers to be posting in 2026. I mean, Nintendo of all the companies has been better about physical media than Xbox or PlayStation. They have the largest retail space at Target. Like if you go to the game section, like Xbox and Sony have to share the aisle, but Nintendo gets a whole aisle to themselves. I think because a lot of kids play Nintendo, it's something to give them for Christmas or birthdays, like a physical product you can give to them.
Yeah, and the kids don't have their own money.
Yeah.
So they can't put their credit card into the system.
I also think too, like on the other end of the spectrum, yes, kids play Nintendo, but also like, dudes in their 40s play Nintendo and they grew up with physical media and they still want to have show off their physical game collection. I feel like the Switch is more conducive to the collector mindset.
Yes, it's for kids and grown-up kids.
Yes. Kidults, as the industry calls it.
That sounds like a slur.
It does. I hate it so much.
Also, I feel like having a Switch game as like an add-on to your grocery shopping, I think makes more sense than buying like Halo Combat Evolved or something, In Nintendo's latest financial results, the company revealed that in the previous quarter, it made 132.7 billion yen from digital sales, which is not only a 90% year-on-year increase, but also a 2.2% increase in the proportion of digital sales compared to the same time last year. This meant that 61.5% of Nintendo's sales were digital purchases between March 30th and June 30th. Now, granted, 38.5% isn't a small piece of the pie at all. However, there are a few caveats with that figure. Firstly, Nintendo confirmed that Nintendo Switch Online subscriptions, download-only titles and DLC, including upgrade packs for Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, are included in this figure.
Okay.
So DLC and upgrade packs. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's like
Also,
tipping the scales.
does it mean free stuff? Possibly.
So like Fortnite?
Like Fortnite.
Yeah.
On top of that, games bundled within hardware packages like the Mario Kart World Switch 2 bundle at launch are recognized as hardware sales.
Oh.
That's weird.
Interesting.
I don't know. I mean, it's a pack-in game. That counts as a sale.
It counts as, yeah, and typically in the past they would count it as a sale, but like a sale of the game, but they would like denote it as like, was packed in with whatever.
Yeah. This article was as per Games Radar.
Okay.
And Matt Piscatella, of course, is the one who
Of course.
gave the actual numbers.
Good old Matty P.
I think that this means Nintendo will probably, continue much further than other companies to make cartridges.
Yeah, there's still value in it for them.
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest issues Nintendo had with their physical cartridges on the Switch 1 was getting third parties to want to sell games physically because a lot of them couldn't fit on the cartridge or whatever. The workaround for the Switch 2 was they have much bigger cartridges and game key cards.
Yes.
Which they got shit for. Like I gave them a lot of shit when the Switch 2 came out because you either had a 64 gigabyte Switch 2 cartridge that you could use if you were a developer or a publisher, or a game key card. And those are your only two options.
Yeah.
Now they're releasing more sizes. I don't know if they've done it yet or what they're going to do.
Allegedly, it's supposed to be coming out. And also, like, more companies are using actual game cards instead of game key cards. Like Microsoft is putting their games on game key cards.
These companies know that fans of the game or fans of physical media love to have the cartridge full. So, I know that Cyberpunk made a big deal about getting their game to fit on a 64 gigabyte cartridge, and
Indiana Jones is on a game cartridge. It's not on Xbox Series like that. The disc for Indiana Jones is essentially a game key card.
Yeah. So they're trying, and that's good. And those games, I think, make sense to put on a 64 gigabyte card because they're big games. Unfortunately, a game like, for example, Mega Man Legacy Collection, that is too small to warrant purchasing a whole 64 gigabyte cartridge.
Yeah.
I think it was a code in a box back on the Switch.
Probably.
So,
or it might have been one of those things where it's like half a code in the box.
I think.
Yeah.
So, I think there was the 1 and 2, and like one's
on
physical,
card, and then
Anyway, having more denominations of sizes is cool, but the game key card, we clowned on them for that because it's just a cartridge that unlocks the download for the game. However, it means that you can give the cartridge to somebody else, and you do have something physical to move around. It acts a little more like a cartridge than just a code in the box or a digital purchase. So as much as I'd rather it just be on the cartridge, I think that is a better solution than only being digital. I think the game key card is a better solution than what Grand Theft Auto is doing with the code in the box.
Yeah.
And what I assume a bunch of other PlayStation games are
going to start doing.
That's
going to be the future, right? The code in the box.
Yeah, until they just stop selling them in stores entirely.
Yeah.
That will be the future. Meanwhile, Capcom counts them as digital. Even on Switch, they only put half on the card. Yeah, I mean, it is still a download.
Yeah.
So on Capcom's end, or whoever is making a game key card on their end, they're still having to push a download. I don't know how digital purchases work because they count it as inventory.
What do you mean?
Like there's an inventory. Like we have this many games.
This many digital copies of the game? How is that possible?
I don't know.
You send one file to the storefronts, and then the customer downloads copies of it.
Yeah. Well, I know that they count them, so that's one thing. But also they have when they give out codes to us creators, they have an allotment.
Well, that's for downloads.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
they have an inventory of review keys is like what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's different than like an inventory of like a digital file.
I think they consider it an inventory, like for the general public.
Inventory implies that there's a limit and that they'll run out.
Yes.
Also, those key codes, like, once they run out, they can always generate more. They just don't want to.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know specifically Nintendo is extremely stingy with how many codes they give out for eShop games.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think that Nintendo will continue to do physical stuff, and it means good things for preservation of Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, which is shocking because they're pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, we just went to Long Island Retro Game Expo, and, it's all retro stuff. They got a lot of, you bought Switch games, so there's a lot of more modern stuff. Next, from now till the end of time, what you see there is what you're gonna be seeing there, because they're not gonna make any more physical games. Yeah, well, you might see more Switch 2 games in the future.
Yes,
maybe even Switch 3 games.
Yeah, and those consoles aren't technically retro; they're last gen.
Yes, that is true. All right. Well, there's more Nintendo news.
There's more
here.
Nintendo news. So the article you pulled about 38.5% physical sales. That was part of an overall financial update that Nintendo gave to their investors. There were 5 key takeaways from it. The first one you talked about, the ratio of digital physical sales on Switch 2. So digital sales are on the uptick, but physical sales still account for a decent amount. The other news, this is interesting. You ready? The Switch 2 is outselling the Wii.
Oh.
Not the Wii U. Not the bad one. The good one.
The Wii is... Well, the Switch 1 is still their top-selling console,
yes,
right?
but at this point in the systems, in both respective systems' life cycle, the Switch 2 is outselling it. So the Wii, at this point in its life cycle, sold 17.79 million units. Right now, the Switch 2 has sold 23.68 million units.
Oh, so the Switch 2 is the fastest-selling Nintendo console, period.
Yes.
By like a lot.
By like
a decent amount.
For a system that's going to cost $500 and probably will never see a price drop, like, that's insane.
So the green is Nintendo Switch 1. I'm surprised that that's under the Wii.
I think Switch 1, because it was a newer...
It lapsed it later.
Yeah, later. I think at this point in the Switch 1's
This is only the
cycle,
first 12 quarters, which is divided by 4 years? This is the first 4 years.
Yeah, by this point in the Switch 1's life cycle, I think people knew what it was, but it hadn't hit, its stride yet. Like, people, I think, were just now starting to understand what it was.
I thought this would be a 3DS situation where the DS sold a lot.
Yeah.
And then the 3DS, people were like, it's kind of just more of the same.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
kind of just more of the same for a higher price.
Yes. Yeah. And that's what this is.
Yeah.
But people really didn't like the price of the 3DS when it first dropped.
Yeah.
And then they had to do some, finagling.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of the opposite.
Yeah.
People were okay, fine with the price, and now the price is going up.
Second point, the original Switch, the Switch 1, is dying, but not dead. The company reported that 660,000 new Switch 1s were sold last quarter. That brings the machine's lifetime total up to 156.59 million units sold. So there's still some heartbeat in the Switch 1.
Mm-hmm.
People are buying it. It's at a much lower rate. It'll never outsell the PlayStation 2, which magically sold 160 million units.
They keep finding votes.
Make video games great again. So that's interesting. So they're going to still keep putting out games on Switch 1 for the time being. How can they not?
This guy tweeted, if you're buying a Switch 1 for $110 less than the next gen Switch 2, I need to know why. So it's only $110 less?
Yeah, because they raised the price of the Switch 1.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, like, a Switch Lite is still... If you get...
An aftermarket Switch Lite is like $100, which is pretty good.
How much if I go to the store and buy one? $230 on Best Buy. That's more than retail. Oh, but they have another one. Oh, that's Geek Squad certified pre-owned.
Well, no, $230 is retail.
Yeah, but it was $200.
It was $200. Remember?
Yeah. I know, that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, $230 is still okay. But
okay.
$200 would be like such a good deal.
Yeah.
For even a Switch Lite.
Mm-hmm.
Switch Lite is sick.
Yeah. Next up, Tomodachi Life was a huge hit.
I'm surprised by that.
It wound up selling
What?
7.96 million units.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It must be all Japan.
I
It
mean,
is a very Japanese game.
but like,
It's good. I like it a lot.
I know. It can't all be Japan because usually in Japan they don't sell like that many millions of units. Japan is a much smaller population.
Yeah, but you don't understand how Japanese Tomodachi Life is.
I think I have a pretty. It's called Tomodachi. I think I have a pretty good idea how Japanese that game is.
This is also very interesting. Were you going to move on to Pokopia? Because Pokopia, 3.68 million without Japanese sales.
Yeah.
Without including Japan, it was 3.68.
Yeah, that's interesting because like Pokopia was, in my eyes, that was the much bigger deal. Like people went fucking nuts for that game when it came out. That's all you would hear about is Pokopia. Pokopia, it's the highest reviewed Pokemon game of all time.
Yeah.
But Tomodachi Life still like beat it.
Yeah, well, I think because they didn't include Japanese sales on Pokopia.
Right. Oh wait, Tomodachi Life is a Switch 1 game, right?
Yes.
There you go. Pokopia is a Switch 2 exclusive.
There you go.
There you go.
That makes a lot more
Mystery
sense.
solved. What didn't sell so well though? Next and last point. Neither Yoshi and the Mysterious Book nor Star Fox cracked 1 million sales.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That's very sad. I mean, Star Fox is a Switch 2 game, I believe.
It's a Switch 2 exclusive. It's a remake of an older game that you can already play on Switch 2 through the N64 collection. But Fox McCloud did have a very like popular cameo in the movie that grossed $1 billion this year that everybody saw. So you would think that like that would have transferred over to like people getting the game. But I guess, you know, since it's a Switch 2 exclusive, that kind of held it back.
Yeah, it should have cracked 1 million. Yoshi, I'm not surprised. Although people say that it's good, I don't believe them.
I'm sure it's fine for what it is.
It's a very small child game.
Yes, but I think, is it a Switch 2 exclusive? Do you know? I think the problem is like it's a small child game, and I think that's the problem. Like those aren't going to sell.
Switch 2.
Yeah, it's a Switch 2 exclusive, and it's a small child game. Like those are not going to sell like 1 million seller right out of the gate.
They must know that. I wonder if they have any thoughts about that. Like, are they gonna now consider putting more games on the Switch 1, or are they gonna think like we still want people to come over and adapt to the Switch 2?
I mean, people are clearly buying the Switch 2. Like it's not been affected as much as Xbox and PlayStation have been by, you know, things being too expensive.
Right.
I don't see Nintendo going back and saying we're going to put these games, Star Fox and Yoshi, on Switch 1 now. And I honestly don't see them putting Ocarina of Time remake on Switch 1. You know, I think they are done with the Switch 1.
I think that a game like Star Fox, they can't. It's too graphically intensive. And Ocarina of Time's whole thing is going to be like, wow, this is the pretty Switch 2 game.
Yeah.
You know, so they can't retroactively. But Yoshi and the Mysterious Book,
Probably.
they could make a Switch 1 version of that.
We played the demo of that, me and the kids. There's a lot of reading. Like
really
in the front. Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I thought it was a small child game.
It is, but like, you know, the baby needs somebody to read. And my daughter can read, but like she doesn't want to read when she plays games.
It is called Mysterious Book.
Yeah. But maybe the book can, because the book talks in the game. Maybe you can voice over the book.
You're supposed to read it to your kids.
I don't want
supposed to read the book to your kids.
All right. And then digital sales are on the uptick, but physical sales are still important.
Okay, so that's what we read that already.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, it seems Nintendo's doing great.
Nintendo's doing fine,
and we all knew that.
Yeah.
You know what? They're all kind of doing fine. Xbox is not.
No,
but we know that.
Yeah. Sony is doing fine.
Sony's doing fine
for now.
Even we're gonna throw Valve in there now.
I mean, Valve's always doing fine,
regardless
of what their hardware situation may be.
Yeah, they're also private, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But no, despite all of these companies raising prices and having weird inventory issues and stuff, they're all doing just fine.
Yeah.
Valve is at a record high again this year. It broke its concurrent record. We keep seeing them breaking records for concurrent player counts. Okay. Is that all the Nintendo news we got?
I think so. I did not put in the leak package art for the Zelda 2 Switch.
Okay.
For the Ocarina of Time Switch.
I did see it.
Just because it's a leak, so like I was gonna wait until like an official.
Yeah, so there's a rumor that there's a leaked image of the box art for the Switch 2
40th anniversary Zelda.
Edition console and the Pro controller. I don't believe it. I don't think it looks official.
Yeah, that's why I didn't put it in here. That's why I was gonna wait till like we see something from Nintendo.
The picture looks real, but the design of the console and the Pro controller, I think, don't look real.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on it.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the way that it's gonna look, I think it's like meh. I'm not too jazzed about it.
Yeah.
Kind of like when we saw like what the Tears of the Kingdom like Pro controller looked like.
Oh yeah.
Or the Tears of the Kingdom edition Switch 2 or the Switch 1 that got early and then said he didn't get early and then got early.
Yes. Classic Wood.
That also looked fake
mm-hmm.
because the design looked weird. But then we learned that design language was very ingrained in Tears of the Kingdom. Yes. They had those green swirls and stuff, so it made a lot of sense. This one has a lot of gold triangles.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's Ocarina of Time.
What would it? I don't think it's Ocarina of Time specific. It's Zelda 40th anniversary, so it's the whole franchise. And like triangles are kind of like the thing.
The Triforce,
Triforce, which forms it's three triangles that form one big.
Yeah,
triangle.
But it's like a triangle pattern that I think it's not screaming Zelda to me.
I know,
but I mean, maybe it will. I don't. Maybe it'll be like the Tears of the Kingdom, where
it
once
makes
I
sense.
see more of the marketing, I'm like, oh, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what? Let's talk about, before we get too far away from it. People have been, everyone's been showing me this, and you know what? It is fucking cool as hell. A guy on Reddit. I saw this when it dropped on Reddit.
Oh, I did see this, yeah.
This is the SteamBoy by Fox. This is a 3D printed shell for the Steam Deck. So the Steam Deck's motherboard is very tiny. It is the size of this Game Boy shell that this guy's using. So it's a 3D printed shell with a 4x3 screen. It has the D-pad, it has the face buttons, it has the start and select, it has one thumbstick and one trackpad. It has a speaker in the middle. And this is the coolest Steam Deck mod I've seen. He hasn't been able to get the screen to work, which is why it's outputting to another display.
Right.
But it's got a fan in there, and everything seems to work good except for the screen.
Yeah, it's a Steam Deck motherboard and like a custom shell and stuff.
I want this really bad. I have a couple of extra Steam Decks laying around. So
that broken one you have that I broke.
Yeah.
The motherboard still works.
That one's jonesing for a mod like this. The problem is it does that thing where it cycles into like the safe mode or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it thinks a button's being held down. But I tried turning it on with the button board completely detached and it still did it. So I don't know. That might just be fucked. That Steam Deck might just be destroyed. But yeah, I've been eyeing these mods that take just the board and put it in a new shell, and I think this looks like the coolest one I've seen so far. I wanted to do like a laptop type thing, but I'm busy. Army Dude in the chat says, Steam Deck Mini will never happen. RIP. Why? I honestly think now would be the perfect time.
I mean, at this point, the Steam Deck Mini would just be the Steam Deck 1 in a smaller form factor. And then the Steam Deck 2 would be the bigger one. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I think historically, as consoles get older, they would make like a slim, cheaper version.
Yeah.
Now, things are too expensive, but like you're trying to sell Steam Decks for $730.
Yeah.
And they're all weak and old by this point.
Yeah.
Give me like a $400 little guy.
Yeah.
You know? That would be like amazing. Even if it is a little weaker. Like, I don't care. I'm not trying to play for you're not gonna like use this SteamBoy to play Doom the Dark Ages.
I mean, Doom the Dark Ages is Steam Deck verified.
I know, but you're not gonna play that 4x3.
No.
That's another thing. Like, there's kind of not a lot of 4x3 Steam games.
Yeah.
So it's cool that it's 4x3 and it'll be good for emulation, but trying to find games that run like that are a lot of games that I would like to play handheld are forced 16:9. So then it's gonna look like more like smaller.
I'll also note that SteamBoy is the 2004 Japanese animated steampunk action film directed by Katsushiro Otomo, which is his second major anime film. You know what his first was?
Akira?
Yep.
They can't source current hardware, though. The parts are being held ransom, basically. Yes, because these hardware manufacturers or these tech companies that are making hardware are going to have to start finding ways to use weaker stuff to get us good new hardware.
Anything. Yeah. I think that, the problem is we're stuck in a perpetual cycle of like, they always try to push out the latest and greatest. Every game has to look as realistic as possible. Yeah. But if people can't genuinely buy the stuff to run it, then they have to consider scaling everything back.
We need innovations in different ways now.
Yeah.
And we're seeing that with like Steam games running on Android. Like we have phones. We have phones in our pockets. Put the Steam game on there. Maybe then you won't need a Steam Deck because you got your Steam Deck in your pants.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right.
Backlog. Backlog is a segment of the WULFF DEN Podcast where we go through our entire video game collection, a collection of over 1,103 games. I did not add the kids' games to it yet. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. We're going to pick one of our games at random, though, and talk about it, regardless whether or not we played it.
TMNT for the Game Boy Advance.
Ooh, wait, TMNT?
TMNT.
Okay, so this game is based on the 2008 animated movie.
Okay, there are two Game Boy Advance games, I think. Wait, hold on.
All right.
TMNT in our notes it says 2007.
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about.
Okay, there is one that was 2003. That is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay, yes, it's very confusing. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2003.
That's this one that I'm showing on screen.
Yes, that is based on the 2003 animated series. Is that the one that we pulled?
No.
We pulled
2007.
2007. That is based on the 2007, my mistake, CG animated movie. This was the first TMNT game published by Ubisoft.
I was trying to find a Let's Play of it that didn't have a guy in the corner, but unfortunately you gotta watch King Miketus.
So this is a traditional, it's TMNT, so there's only like one type of game you can make. It's a side-scrolling beat 'em up. It's not multiplayer, which sucks. You only play it's single player and you play as one turtle at a time.
Well, it is Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, but like they still had multiplayer. It still had 4-player multiplayer on it. That said, though,
I like the style of it.
Yeah,
it's
cool. It's a very good-looking game. It's very well animated for a Game Boy Advance game. It controls very well. The combat is very smooth. The people who worked on this eventually went on to work on games like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Shredder's Revenge, Streets of Rage 4. So like, there's definitely like a good pedigree that came from this game. It's a very simple game. It's a traditional arcade style beat 'em up, but it's very fun and well balanced for what it was and what it's trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, I like Game Boy Advance it feels like, because it was in a generation. It was during a generation that was mostly 3D.
Yeah.
That was well into 3D at that point. And we had already perfected 2-dimensional and like 32-bit and under games by then. So the art styles of games on Game Boy Advance just look so good. I think that they really nailed what to do with that limited resolution and the limited hardware. And this is a late Game Boy Advance game, I believe.
Yeah, 2007. I mean, the DS was out by then.
So they really knew how to make this look and run good.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, the DS was out by then. This game also came out on the PSP, the 360, the PlayStation 3, the GameCube, the PlayStation 2, the Wii, and Windows. Those games are Prince of Persia clones.
Okay.
Which is very like different from
like
what
3D Prince of Persia.
3D Prince of Persia, like a Sands of Time clone and whatnot, which is different from like traditional Ninja Turtles games.
Platforming?
Platforming.
Okay, that's
games.
really bizarre.
Platforming games, which like sword combat and stuff.
Okay.
But all of those games reviewed poorly compared to this one.
Oh, this was the good one.
This was the good one. This game, I'm looking at the Wikipedia page for it now. It got like 8s and like 4 out of 5s, whereas the other one, its Metacritic is like a 6, maybe a 7. So
6, 7?
6, 7. Hey, I'm hip with the kids. So yeah, so like this was the one to get. Like this was the one to, and it sucks because like nobody was playing their Game Boy Advance at the time because everybody had moved on.
So you got this game?
I got this well after the fact. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I think this was the one Retro Gaming Expo purchase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you got it because you knew this lore about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like you can't go wrong with like a 2D side-scrolling Ninja Turtles game. Like even the bad ones are kind of fun. And like I'd heard so much about this one that I'm like, I gotta see this for myself. And like they're right, it lives up to the hype.
You can't get this, right?
No, which sucks because this is probably Ubisoft had the Ninja Turtles license for not very long, and this is not counting their Turtles in Time remake, which I thought was fine. This is the only good thing they've done with the license.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks really cool. This is yet another game you're going to have to find on your own.
Yeah.
They just had the Cowabunga collection has like a ton of stuff in it.
But that's all the Konami games.
Okay.
It's not this one.
And who made this?
Ubisoft.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Okay. All right. Well, good luck finding it.
Yep. TMNT 2007 for the Game Boy Advance.
Looks like the movie.
Looks like the movie. The 2007 movie wasn't bad either. Check that out.
Thank you for watching the backlog. Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay. Moving on. Motherboards. If you thought you were buying things anytime soon, too bad.
Now, take this with a grain of salt, but according to a post on Board Channels, a Chinese tech forum known for industry leaks and spotted by Video Cards with a Z, prices for PCBs, that stands for printed circuit boards, will be going up by as much as 50% in Q3 2026 on top of raw materials used in motherboards are also going up. It seems like prices will see a major increase in the near future. The post also references the fact that the DIY market continues to weaken, which exacerbates the need for companies like MSI, Asus, and Gigabyte to raise prices to make up for less volume. It's not clear when these prices increases will actually be reflected on store shelves. We are technically in Q3 right now, and the prices haven't gone up yet. In fact, just looking at the Asus ROG Strix X870E gaming motherboard, it seems like the price has actually gone down over the last year. However, it is just a post on Board Channels, so you should take it with a grain of salt regardless.
I mean, yeah, I thought this was inevitable.
I'm surprised motherboards haven't skyrocketed the way like graphics cards and RAM and like storage has yet.
Yeah, I mean, we knew graphics cards went up first. They were the first ones.
Yeah.
And I thought once I saw memory start to go up, I was like, it's over.
Yeah.
It's going to be everything now. That's the end.
Yeah. I think
and also tariffs were
they did not help.
Just meant from the very beginning you were like everything coming from every piece of technology that's all coming from China, so that's all gonna go.
I saw somewhere that like the 3 big RAM companies, Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron, have sold out of their stock through 2027.
Yeah,
So,
I think 2028.
2028.
I think it's bad. It's like really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all those companies are in cahoots with each other, and
Yeah.
they're all yeah.
Also, you don't have to draft emails to your boss anymore. You can just have Copilot do it for you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Copilot.
Everything sucks. Everything's bad.
So it's it's I'm having a crisis because like I mean we just complain about this over and over again, but like that's our job. My whole career is talking about these technologies when we get them. All of this gaming tech stuff is all Chinese and overseas and stuff. And I feel like I have job security in that it took me a long time to get to where I am, and it took me a long time of like reviewing all this shit and making all these videos. And there's always something new to buy and try out and make a video on that other people are going to want to buy and try out. But people aren't wanting to buy and try out things anymore.
No.
So, like, when I want to buy something, like, let's say I want to buy a new car, I religiously look at every video on that car.
Yeah.
I know every video now. Same thing happens with like a gaming handheld. Like, which PC handheld do I want to play?
Yeah.
Do I want to try? Then you watch every PC handheld video till you nail down the one that you want, and then you watch every video on that one PC handheld. And less people are wanting to do that.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them. And that's why I think companies really need to start making it worth the consumer's while. While we were at Long Island Retro, somebody asked if I think that the cheap Chinese emulation handhelds will start to become mainstream. I wouldn't necessarily think they're going to compete with like PlayStation.
No.
But $100 Anbernic that can play Plants vs. Zombies is maybe more appealing these days than a $730 Steam Deck.
Yeah, someone I work with at my 9 to 5, he was thinking about building like an emulator station, like getting an old PC and fixing up and putting emulators on it. Then he heard about the Anbernics and the Retroids and stuff, and he's not like in the weeds like we are, but like that's enough to like get him interested, and now he's looking at that instead of going out and building something, because it is just easier to buy something pre-made and like futz with it from there.
We've had enough experience to see some of this stuff become mainstream, like seeing Asus start making PC handhelds and Lenovo. That like was huge. That was huge for us. But them raising they're pricing us out. Like there's they're not worth it anymore.
This hobby is just too expensive.
Yeah, it's not worth like your coworker isn't gonna buy a Steam Deck because a couple of years ago it would have been like, oh, $400, go buy a Steam Deck, and that's your thing.
Absolutely not.
And
anymore,
now we just gained somebody in our little industry, you know? But that's not how it is these days. You can't just say, hey, go spend $730 damn dollars.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna move on to, we have to get more creative, and we're gonna move on to other small. I'm not talking about just in the sense of like reviewing videos. I mean just me as like a hobbyist in this hobby. Like we're gonna have to find smaller things that are more exciting.
Or we're in addition to that, we're gonna have to keep what we have longer.
Yeah, that's like I always talk about Android getting Steam games. Like that's a good way to take like maybe an old Android phone and turn it into a Steam machine type thing.
On the console front, like the PlayStation 5 is now going to be a 15-year console for me, because there's no way I'm gonna like get a PlayStation 6 or even a 7 at this point.
Well, we were again at Long Island Retro. I don't know if you heard about that.
I'm familiar with it.
There's one booth that's there every year that has all old PCs. Yeah. And they set it up like a cool museum where it's just like 20 old PCs all running a game on an old CRT. And it looks awesome. Yeah. And I think a lot of people are looking into retro games because there's a whole library of stuff that just opens up to you if you get a retro console. And if you get an old PC, you get all of this shit that you can
there's
play.
no way you've played everything.
Yeah.
Like, there's a treasure trove of like old games. All this shit. Like, we haven't played half of it. And there's like a treasure trove of stuff. I'm like, one day I'm like gonna actually get around. Like Alpha Protocol, I heard that game's great. I'm just seeing what I can see over here. Fucking Oblivion. I've never played Oblivion.
I started up Jet Force Gemini the other day.
Jet Force Gemini. Nobody I know has ever beaten Jet Force Gemini.
And we're up there. Yeah, our save file was on there.
Really?
There was 2 save files.
Okay.
One was 9 minutes. One was 17 minutes. So, I mean, every time I pick up one of these old consoles and start going through our library and start playing stuff, I'm like, I'm flooded with like all this whole new world that I'm able to experience. I have friends that are getting into retro stuff now, even though the retro market is bigger than it's more expensive than it's ever been.
Yeah.
Still, they're buying like Game Boys and DSs and 3DSs and experiencing games on there, and that's those libraries are amazing. They're better than some modern libraries, and it's way cheaper. You can get a 3DS for like or you can get a 2DS for $70, which is what I would recommend. 3DSs are a little expensive, like $200 to $300 for like a decent one, and the library is fucking incredible.
Yeah,
compare that to buying a $730 Steam Deck.
Yeah,
so that's where we're at, and it sucks and I hate it, but we're gonna have to navigate this all together, and hopefully it'll get better someday. Platinum trophies are coming to Xbox. Let's all get excited again about
about platinum trophies,
about new consoles that you can't afford anymore.
So I'll just summarize this up because like who really fucking cares? Last week, Asha Sharma tweeted, basically responded to somebody on Twitter when they asked, when are you going to solve the platinum trophy equivalent problem with achievements? And Sharma responded, the team is working on something for later this year.
Okay.
So if you don't know, like platinum trophies on PlayStation, that's the trophy you get when you get all trophies for a game.
Yeah, it's like it's a staple on PlayStation. People always talk about like, oh, did you if I platinumed Spider-Man, that means you did everything you could in Spider-Man.
Right. Xbox doesn't have an equivalent. Basically, their equivalent is you just say I got all the achievements. But there's no like
got 100% completion.
Yeah, there's no like official badge or whatever on your achievement list or whatnot. I don't think this is gonna like get anybody to like go drive back to Xbox. Like,
no, but I
don't even think this is a big deal. Like, I'm sorry, I don't think people care about achievements and trophies like they used to back in the day. And you can tell me I'm wrong, but I'm not. I
did care a lot. I was very upset when we moved on to the PlayStation 4 generation, when all my friends wanted to get a PlayStation 4 and not an Xbox One because I was like, my achievements. And now I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, like, you know,
my achievement score, like I had a score, and it like wasn't good, but I cared about that progression.
Yeah.
But that being said, they should have 100%. I mean, obviously they're not going to call it platinum.
No,
it should just be called like 100% achieved or something.
Yeah.
You know, like give me a little badge that says like I did everything in this game.
Yeah,
just a nice little check. If we're already checking off boxes, just give me a full check. Now, I did see an interesting take from Kevin Kenson saying he hopes Nintendo never gets achievements.
Yeah.
And I never thought about that, but he might be a little right. Because
I think I agree with
you're
him.
achieving stuff on Sony and you're achieving stuff on Xbox, and you're just chilling out on Nintendo.
Yeah. Some games, like especially third-party games, that they have like achievements and trophies on other platforms.
Yeah.
They'll just have that in their game as like a separate thing.
Ubisoft.
Yeah. Which is fine, but like once you start doing it system-wide, then that's another requirement you're putting on developers to have their game on the system.
That's true.
You know, and then it's like something, just another thing for you to keep track of. I already don't keep track of my fucking platinum points. that they give me and I don't use.
I think it's very funny when I'm playing an Xbox game on my computer and I get an achievement because the achievement comes up on my computer, it comes up in the Xbox app, and then it comes up in the Xbox app on my phone as a push notification. So I get 3 different boop, 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 for some dumb. I got a skull in Halo.
Also, I feel like you don't get as many achievements and trophies as you used to.
I mean, in Halo, like every time you beat a level, boop, 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 boop.
Well, yeah, that's what it was like back in the day. Nowadays, it's like you got to do something hyper specific to get those trophies.
Yeah, I mean, Steam, it's like a little notification.
Yeah, but
Steam.
it's like the same for every game, though.
Yeah, there. If the most interesting is if you're playing a Steam game that is an Xbox. If you're playing like Forza on Steam, you're getting the Xbox achievement and the Steam achievement. So I'm not an achievement guy anymore.
No.
Like I used to just like having the gamer score go up.
Yeah.
But I don't give a fuck about achievements anymore. It doesn't. I don't want to think about it. There's like, it's very rare for me to like want to 100% a game.
Yeah, it's like I think the only game I actively wanted to 100% was Spider-Man 2, but only because like the trophies were like reasonable. It wasn't like, do 1,000 of this or whatever. It's like all things you could feasibly do throughout the course of the main playthrough.
I almost 100%ed Blade Chimera. But I got to because if you 100% it, there's a special boss fight at the end,
right?
And there's like these puzzle pieces you have to collect, and you don't know. I think there's no way to tell which ones you have left to collect, and there's like a lot of them, and they're all over the map,
right?
And it's a 2-dimensional Castlevania style map, So I have to look for all of them again to narrow down the ones that I missed. So I said, fuck it. Anyway, so I think that's fine that they're having achievements. It's fine. More Xbox news. Black Ops 1 and 2 outselling Halo on PlayStation. That's bizarre and weird and stupid.
According to data from Alina Analytics, Halo Campaign Evolved only sold around 351,000 copies on PlayStation in July. It was outpaced by Palworld, Minecraft, GTA 5, several EA Sports titles, and Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. Halo Campaign Evolved also sold around 212,000 units on Steam and around 900,000 units on Xbox. That includes console and PC.
That's kind of really sad.
Considering Halo 3 sold 14 million units on a single console, and those PS5 numbers don't seem so great. While Microsoft was likely hoping for a bigger haul for its legacy series finally arriving on a rival console, a lower risk bet paid off instead. Microsoft and Activision Blizzard recently released Call of Duty Black Ops and Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on PS4 and PS5. The games are exceeding expectations and have sold a combined 11 million copies.
I'm
at
shocked.
$39.99 each.
That game's supposed to run like shit, isn't it?
They're just straight ports.
Okay,
they're not like upscaled or anything.
I mean, if I had to guess, this is probably because Call of Duty has better brand recognition on PlayStation.
I saw, what's his name? He used to
also
work...
Halo kind of just like farted out. I feel like it wasn't like exciting.
I didn't watch his video yet, but what's it? Timur Hussein, who used to work at GameSpot, now he's like independent. I didn't watch it yet, but he had the video he put up. The title of the video was "Halo is irrelevant now."
Yeah,
and I think I can kind of understand what he's getting
with
at.
him. Yeah,
because like, Microsoft ever since 343 took over Halo, nobody's cared, and like the games have gotten worse. The games have gotten worse and worse, and Xbox as a brand has gotten worse and worse.
Yeah.
And like, there's nothing really like incentivizing people to stay with. There's nothing incentivizing people to stay with Xbox as a console. So they're definitely not going to stay with Halo as a brand if that's the case.
So I've never been a Halo guy.
Me neither. Yeah.
We played it, at friends' houses back in the day. I played through, I think 3 with a friend, like the co-op.
Yeah.
So I played a little bit of 5 and a little bit of Infinite.
Okay.
I'm just not big into it.
Yeah.
I played Campaign Evolved, the whole thing.
Okay.
I beat the whole thing
Okay.
with biscuits and wood.
Okay.
I thought it was bad.
Okay.
Like, just bad. Like, I had a good time because I was playing with my friends, but I thought it's like, what do you call it? A remake? It's a remake.
It's a remake, yeah.
It was just poorly done. Like, I think it was pretty.
Yeah.
But it's one, like, I don't like these remakes or remasters where they take an old game and they guss it up, but it still feels old. Because, like, I talk about this with, like, Super Mario RPG.
Yeah.
Where, like, it looks nice and new, but it still has the guts of an old SNES game.
Okay.
And there's, like, a weird disconnect where you expect it to feel a little better than it does.
Yeah.
Campaign Evolved did the same thing.
Okay.
I just realized, because somebody tweeted it, that the original games don't have a sprint. You're always sprinting. And this game has a sprint. So it feels really slow because you're kind of just like walking through mud until you sprint. And then when you're sprinting, your gun's going like this. So you're not like accurately aiming and stuff. There's a lot of weird little minor quirks like that. I had issues. We ran into an issue where a checkpoint glitched out and we couldn't progress because the checkpoint like wouldn't work right.
Yeah.
We're playing legendary, so it's just like impossible enemies.
Yeah.
So we're like kind of breaking the game trying to run through them to like the most egregious was at the very end of Halo. You have to get into a warthog and you drive and while everything's blowing up. We all three of us ran past the warthogs. We didn't see them. We just ran past them and we kept running and we're like, where's the warthog? Where's it gonna be? And there's a timer. And it's legendary, so it's a really short timer. It was like 5 minutes or so. So we're running and we're nowhere close to being able to beat it.
Yeah.
So we know we're gonna run out of time. The game didn't have a fail state for running out of time. So we run out of time and the game freezes.
Okay.
And you can't move. And there's no, it doesn't respawn you. You're just stuck. You're frozen.
Oh, wow.
The game's not frozen. You can still pause and do whatever, but it just freezes.
Okay.
Because they didn't program a fail state. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then we restarted, and then we found the warhogs and everything was fine.
Okay.
They also added 3 missions.
Yeah.
We played one of the 3 missions, and it was just bad.
Okay.
It was just a bad mission. It was cool that they had like guns on the walls that you can pick up and you can play like any gun, but it was just stupid and cheesy and dumb and weird, and I kind of hated everything about it.
So my experience with Halo is very similar to yours. I would mostly play it at friends' houses because like all my friends had either original Xbox or when 360 came out, they would get Halo 3 and whatever. We had Reach. And I played a little bit of Reach, but I got bored with it. And then when I got my Xbox One, it came with Master Chief Collection. And I actually played through Halo 1 in the Master Chief Collection.
I hear that's better.
I enjoyed it a lot. Like, this was like, I was in my 20s when I finally played it, but like, and it was an older game. It felt like an older game, but I understood now why Halo is popular and why people like this game and this series. It was fun. The power fantasy of being Master Chief was really fun. The game starts small and then gets bigger and bigger, and then when you get to the Flood, you do the whole game in reverse, but now it's a zombie game because the Flood are basically zombies.
Yeah, I didn't feel that.
You didn't get any of that?
I didn't feel that you play the game in reverse.
Yeah. You basically you go back to where you start, like you're basically backtracking. But it felt different because the enemies were different.
I think if I grew up with Halo, like if I played the original on the original Xbox, this would have felt a lot better. But I think that what you experienced with Combat of the remake
is basically Halo Anniversary.
Halo Anniversary. What you experienced was like, there was less of a disconnect. Like, it was an upgrade. It was an updated game, but there was less of a disconnect where it still felt like an old game.
Yeah.
So you got to appreciate it. This game tried to be a modern game with the guts of an old game, and it just doesn't work. Is what I'm arguing. I have heard that the Anniversary Collection is just better, and I feel like if I go back and play that, I might agree.
Yeah, probably.
I liked also. I used to play Halo 3 multiplayer like all the time.
Yeah.
We had a Reach. We bought Reach just so that I could play the multiplayer of
Yeah.
Halo 3.
And I liked in Reach, I did like in Reach, you create one character and that was your character in single player and multiplayer.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
And I wish more games would do things like that.
Actually, I think I got ODST for the Halo 3 multiplayer. That's what it was.
That came with, yeah.
And the ODST was the first Halo game that I played. And I was like, this is not good.
Well, that's the only game you're not playing as a super soldier.
Exactly. I'd imagine it's a good game if you've played a lot of Halo, but yeah, that was my first one, and I was like, I am not the cool Master Chief guy.
I'm like,
I'm just a guy.
Part of me is like, I mean, this is like my, student of the history of video games speaking through. Like, I want to play the rest of them. Like, I kind of feel like, I want to go back and play Halo 2, like what I have in the Master Chief collection.
Yeah, you should just play that.
Yeah, but A, where's the time? And B, like, I am definitely late to this party because no one cares about Halo anymore.
Yeah, they need to do like a soft reboot.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do.
It's, you think about it, like the biggest equivalent I have to the situation is Sonic, right? Because like Sonic is the same color as Sega's logo. Master Chief is the same color as the Xbox screen. Like they are synonymous with those platforms. But even at Sonic's lowest, he still had brand recognition.
Yeah.
Like those games sold very well.
Looks like Halo's losing that brand recognition.
I know. And like, from what I've seen, Campaign Evolved is nowhere near as bad as Sonic 06.
Right.
But like that's really saying something of like you dropped the ball this hard.
I'll also say they keep trying to modernize Halo in weird ways. Like one of the things that made Halo so iconic was the dual wielding weapons.
Yeah.
And you can't do that in I think that came in later games.
I think that came in Halo 2.
Yeah. You can't do that in this game, obviously, because it's Halo 1.
Right.
But you can still, like, they kind of, even in later Halo games, they kind of made the dual wielding weird because in modern games, the left trigger is the zoom in, or is the ADS, is the aim down sight.
Iron sights, yeah.
Yeah. In modern games, you press left trigger to aim down the sights.
Yeah.
So Halo kind of did that with some guns, but then some guns dual wielded. But in Halo 2, the left trigger was just always another gun.
You had to pick up another gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But I mean, like, the mechanic is doing two things at once instead of just being for... Like, you don't ADS in Halo. The only ADS you have is the sniper rifle.
Right.
And that's like you clicking the right stick or something.
Yeah.
And they should have kept that, is my argument. Like, make it so that you just don't aim down sights in Halo. Don't conform to what every other game does.
So they introduced that in Halo 5, I think. Did they put that in Campaign Evolved?
Yes.
So there are iron sights in Campaign Evolved.
It's not, I wouldn't say it's iron sights. It like zooms in a little. It like gives you like a little zoom.
That's still, I would count that because like that's...
Which is like useless. It like makes you feel like you're doing something with the left trigger, but I would argue don't conform, have something unique.
Halo needs to be Halo.
Like Gears of War is chainsaw gun.
Yeah.
Halo
cover shooting.
Halo should be two guns.
Yeah.
And that's my argument. Then this all comes down to Halo Campaign Evolved apparently had a very troubled...
According to Rebs Gaming, a popular Halo insider who's a reporting journalist have cooperated in the past, the recent Halo remake underwent major changes during its development. Halo Studios worked with a bevy of external teams and contractors, something that may have led to issues during Campaign Evolved's development. A studio known as Abstraction was recruited around 2023 to help modify the game's original work and make it compatible with a new engine and new features. Halo Studios opted to utilize Unreal 5, which created issues since the original game was designed on a rather ancient engine known as BLAM! Abstraction worked to gel the two together and make it so new elements like sprinting, 4-player co-op, and more felt organic in Campaign Evolved. The original levels and combat encounters weren't designed for these things, so not accounting for them could have created all kinds of issues.
And it did.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Rebs Gaming reportedly discovered that Abstraction was prematurely kicked off the remake after Halo Studios imposed unrealistic deadlines and expectations on technically complex project. The studio wasn't credited in the game's credits, but individual staff members were given special thanks. A source told Rebs Gaming that Abstraction's work was thrown out and redone quickly, which is believed to have caused bugs and AI problems. The insider went on to claim that the studio's hubris led to further setbacks down the line. It was believed that the pivot to Unreal 5 would have made things easier, but it wasn't the case. The team was led to believe that by leadership that they could port assets into Unreal. Instead, 100% of those assets had to be reportedly rebuilt in the engine, which the team did not account for.
I kind of just assumed this was Halo Infinite with Halo 1 just rebuilt inside of it.
I think this was a leftover mandate from the Phil Spencer era. I think the idea was go with Unreal 5 so that they don't have to spend time building an engine. They could just use someone else's engine. If they have problems, they can go to Epic for like support or whatever. But like we've seen, like people are having difficulties like working with Unreal 5. And I think when you have a project that's not really being supervised very well, you know, that's going to lead to more issues in the final product, you know?
According to the AI overview, that engine was used for Halo 5 Guardians. And Halo Infinite used the Slip Space engine.
Yeah, Halo Infinite was a new engine.
Yeah. So for Halo Combat Evolved, they were trying to use the Halo 5 engine?
The Blam engine.
Yeah.
Blam! Yeah, often stylized with an exclamation point. That was used from Halo 2001 all the way up into Halo 5.
Wow.
Yeah, they just kept like evolving it and iterating it.
So the first Halo.
The first, yeah.
That's kind of really cool that they, I mean, they should have done that. They should have used that. Because if it's the same engine they used for Halo 5, why not?
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, they kind of needed to create a new engine for Halo Infinite because that was supposed to be the open world game.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But if they're going to remake the original game and that engine was used till Halo 5, why not?
I mean, Halo 5 was 10 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
You know, I understand they probably needed something a lot more modern.
Make the fucking water look good, and then that's it. Just take Halo 5's engine and make the water look as good as you did.
I mean, the point still stands that like what sounded like a good idea on paper seemed to have been like a mess. You know,
yeah. It's a fine game.
Okay.
I think it looks really nice. I think it fell short of what a remake of such a legendary game should be.
Right. Not even a full remake, because again, there's no like competitive multiplayer in it, which I think is okay. You know, if this was just to like give Halo a quick refresh,
I think it would be okay if
the game was better.
Also, like remakes like this are usually tools for like rebuilding the game engine. If they want to start using Halo or Unreal Engine 5 for the next Halo game, rebuild the original game in Unreal Engine 5 and then work from there for the next game.
Yeah.
Maybe they will do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They got to do something.
Yeah.
I was not this honestly would have been better if there was like a multiplayer aspect. The multiplayer was the cooperative part,
right?
Like that made the game fun, at least
a traditional competitive.
Yeah, like if I can now move on to a competitive multiplayer, it might have held my interest for a little longer, and I might be saying different things about it. All right, anyway, more news that we can plow through. We gotta play with this. I want to record something for next week.
Okay.
That'll take a couple minutes.
Okay.
Then we got to do a bonus episode. Then I have to film a whole video, which takes like an hour.
Okay.
So I'll be here all night.
Okay.
Let's continue.
All right. Real quick. New PlayStation 5 discs will come with a warning about the digital future.
The PlayStation 5 consoles.
Consoles.
Yeah. Did it say discs? Because I'm pretty sure it's consoles. Yes, consoles. PlayStation 5 consoles.
Okay. According to an image posted on Twitter by content creator Behind the Games, shows a sticker placed on a PlayStation 5 box. Okay, so PlayStation 5 box, flagging the decision to end disc production in January 2028. It reads, important notice from January 2028, newly released games on PlayStation will be available for purchase on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital format only. Discs for games released before January 2028 can continue to be played on this console.
Just unplugging my phone. Sorry. I mean, that makes sense, and they have to do that because people are gonna buy this thing and expect to continue to play discs forever.
It's insane that they have to put a warning label on it.
They have to.
I know, but like it's still insane.
It's very stupid. It's very dumb, but that's the world that we live in.
Mm-hmm.
Also, people are a little dumb. People are gonna buy this and be like, "Where are my discs?"
Yeah.
And then they're gonna be upset.
Yeah. On that note, let's move this up real quick.
Okay.
Because it kind of follows suit. The Wolverine edition of the PlayStation 5 was revealed.
Okay. Oh, a whole console?
Whole console.
That's cool.
It is.
It's okay.
It's kind of cool.
The controller's cool.
It's so the design is partially designed with a comic book creator Jock.
Oh, I like
who you may
Jock.
know from Batman: The Black Mirror. That's my favorite Jock.
I wanna own a Jock.
Yeah. So it's kind of confusing the way it's laid out. So what you're getting is the main centerpiece is the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition Wolverine Battle Yellow bundle.
Okay.
That it's called Battle Yellow. So that comes with the console with the Wolverine, the yellow Wolverine faceplates, the controller, and a digital copy of the game for $650.
How much is a PlayStation 5 these days? I don't even know.
$600 for the digital. I should keep in mind this is the digital version of the console.
And it normally costs $600?
Yes.
Okay, so for $50 more, you get the game?
You get the game.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's reasonable, I think.
Yeah.
Because that's a little bit of a that's $20 discount.
Yeah. I'll reiterate that when I got the Spider-Man PlayStation, that was $600. And that came with the disc drive and the game.
Okay, so that's $550. Yeah, okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so it's a $50 markup, basically.
Yeah.
All right, that's not like the end of the world considing the market conditions. But
I honestly, I was like spiraling for a little bit when I first read this because they like hide the fact that it comes with a digital copy of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's in one sentence.
Well,
they don't repeat it anywhere else.
Sometimes these don't.
I know.
And it's you buy the fucking thing and you're like, wait, this has Wolverine's face on it.
Yeah,
Where's
it doesn't
the
come
game?
with Wolverine. Yeah. So all right, so that's the console bundle. You can also buy the yellow controller on its own for $85.
Okay.
You can get the yellow covers for the PS5 and the PS5 Pro.
They don't have Pro faceplates.
No.
So this is the first Pro faceplate.
Yes.
That's cool.
So those are separate SKUs, but they're $75 each. And then there is the Adamantium edition. That's the silver one.
Ooh, I didn't know it was silver.
Yeah. The Adamantium controller is $85.
Mm-hmm.
The Adamantium covers are only available for the PS5 Pro.
Okay.
And that's also $75.
I think that's okay because they're like super duper exclusive then.
Yeah. I will also note that if you buy the covers, separately, they come with the cover for the disc drive.
I see, but they come with both.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it comes with without the disc drive and with the disc drive,
Yeah.
which is important.
Yeah. So
it's a piece of plastic. Like give me it.
Yeah.
These are expensive.
For something that they seem to be like want to shy away from, they're still supporting it.
They have to.
Yeah.
Because that'd be an additional SKU
Yeah.
for no reason. Like it's just a hunk of plastic. Just give it to me.
So these will be available for pre-order on August 19th. Happy anniversary to me. The Wolverine console bundle and the yellow controller are going to be available pretty much everywhere. The yellow covers, the Adamantium covers, and the Adamantium controller are going to be PlayStation Direct exclusives.
Okay.
So
that's how some of the console covers are.
yeah.
I will note that you still cannot get black PlayStation 5 Pro faceplates.
That's crazy.
Yeah. The ones that I have are some Amazon knockoffs,
Yeah.
and they're not good. They don't have the PlayStation logo, and they don't snap on like good.
I will also note that you can no longer get PlayStation 5 fat covers anymore.
Oh,
So if you have fat PlayStation 5s, you're
God, they're so fucking annoying. It's a poorly designed device.
It really is.
It's
like
ugly, and it's supposed to be customizable, and they're making it a pain in the ass.
I don't hate that thing as much as you do. Like, I will go as far to say I like the PlayStation 5. I agree with you. The thing is ugly as sin, and the faceplates were dumb.
Yeah, they try to make it so you could just swap them out, so you can make it look a little nicer.
Yeah.
They make it impossible to do so.
Mm-hmm.
It's very annoying. I'm glad that they finally have PlayStation 5 Pro plates, but still, they don't fit my living room. I'm not putting fucking Wolverine's face in the middle of my living room. Bub. All right. GTA 5 coming to Netflix.
GTA 6.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Where have you been? In a first of its kind partnership with Netflix, Rockstar Games announced today that Netflix subscribers will have the opportunity to watch an extended look at Grand Theft Auto 6 on August 27th at 3 p.m. Eastern. The new iteration in the blockbuster series come 13 years following the debut of GTA 5, the same year that Netflix was beginning its push into original programming. This collaboration represents the next generation of storytelling and content on Netflix. People are, I think, a little too reactionary to this news.
Yeah, who really cares?
Like, it's gonna be on like YouTube and whatever. Like
6 hours later, it's a 6 hour exclusivity. It is weird.
So I think what my take on it is, we've become accustomed to companies just like releasing like this information on YouTube for free.
Yeah,
this reminds me of a time when, if you wanted exclusive video game news, sometimes, yes, you had to watch television.
Or you had to buy a different game.
Yes.
You had to buy a game that came with a trailer for another game.
Yes.
Or a magazine or something.
I still have nightmares of the Xbox 360 reveal on MTV. So that's what this reminds me of. I don't like, you have to understand, Grand Theft Auto 6 is genuinely a different animal than like Call of Duty. You know?
I think people are up in arms about this because they are other content creators that want to cover this, and it means that they have to log into their Netflix account or get a Netflix account for somebody else if they want to be able to tweet about it.
Yeah.
Because they're the loudest.
First of all, who doesn't have a Netflix subscription at this point? Okay, yes, I know a lot of people don't have Netflix subscriptions, but the people who are complaining about it probably have a Netflix subscription.
Just wait 6 hours.
Yeah.
It's just wait 6 hours.
Yeah.
It's really not a big deal. It's only a big deal for the people who want to cover it and now have to buy a Netflix subscription.
It's also a big deal for this is the first Grand Theft Auto game in 13 years.
Yeah.
People have stopped playing video games for that long. So they're probably scrolling through Netflix as like, oh, I've seen Bridgerton, oh, Stranger Things is okay. Like, ooh, Grand Theft Auto's coming back. What's this?
And Netflix probably paid Rockstar for this.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And hopefully that subsidizes somewhere else.
Yeah.
It won't.
But also, guys, it's Grand Theft Auto 6. You know you're going to get it.
Yeah.
And you know what the game is going to be. It's the 6th Grand Theft Auto game.
I mean, I want to see it. I want to see. I'm dying to see actual gameplay. Like, I know that there was gameplay in the last trailer, but it didn't look like it. Give me a HUD. Like, I want to see what the actual minute to minute gameplay is going to look like. And I hope that this has it. And I'm not going to log into Netflix for it. I don't need to cover it that bad.
Yeah.
So I will wait. It's on a Thursday.
It's on a Thursday.
6 hours later, I'll probably be streaming. Oh, no, wait. This is 27th? Yeah.
27th.
We'll be home, right?
We'll be home.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll be probably live when the trailer goes to YouTube. So I'd much rather just see it there. All right. Well, yeah, I'm not that upset about this at all.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't care. When's the game come out for real? September?
No, it comes out. It releases November 19th, but you can preload it on the 12th, I think.
I'm not fucking doing any of that. Ganon Is that where we're at now?
Yeah.
Ganon, we know what Ganon, this is Ganon.
Ganon has been cast in the Legend of Zelda movie. Also, Sam Neill is in it. According to a new report from Deadline, we now know who will be playing Ganondorf in the live-action Legend of Zelda movie. Uli Latukefu, yes, Latukefu, who has appeared in Young Rock, playing a young version of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Black Adam, playing Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's son in that, Maxine, and more. Deadline also reports in a separate write-up that the late Sam Neill filmed a role in the movie prior to his death last month, and that Deachin Lachman and Yvonne Straczynski are also set to be in the movie. Deadline reports that Straczynski's role is a queen, while Lachman is set to play Impa. None of this is confirmed by Nintendo or Sony, but Deadline gets its information from sources close to the project.
I think that's good. I think that's good casting.
Yeah, he's a very tall man.
Yeah.
So
you kind of need the Rock style build, you know?
Yes.
So and I know the Rock doesn't do like bad guys.
No, as we've seen in Black Adam.
Yeah. He like refused to make Black Adam a bad guy.
Yeah. I will. This is a weird. Not even really a game fact, but like back in like this is the early 2000s. IGN ran like a what's it called? It's the dream casting of Legend of Zelda movie, and it's a typical like fan casting. It's like, oh, Orlando Bloom played an elf in Lord of the Rings. He should play Link. Alison Lohman is a blonde girl. She should play Zelda. Oh, The Rock is a big guy. He should play Ganon.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was cute how like all the way back then, somebody was like, oh, The Rock should play Ganon because he's a big tan guy and Ganon's a big tan guy. And now cut to 20 years later, they cast a big tan guy who played The Rock on TV.
Yeah.
So was good. As like I've seen episodes of Young Rock, he's a very good Young Rock. Hopefully he, carries that over into the performance of Ganon.
I think there's potential for this to be a good movie.
I am curious about what Sam Neill is going to play, like, and how much. Obviously, he probably isn't in the movie that much, but I'm curious to see what his role could possibly be.
The dying uncle from
Link to the Past.
Link to the Past, yeah.
Or is he the "It's dangerous to go alone" guy?
Could be that.
Yeah.
They need to have a dangerous to go alone guy.
Yeah.
I think there's potential for this to be absolutely horrible too.
100%. 100%. Like,
I don't want Link to talk. I know that's going to be hard, but I don't want him to talk. If he opens his mouth, it's going to be rough.
I mean, we'll have to wait and see. Like, again, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Wes Ball's last movie was excellent. So I have high hopes for this one. But Avi Arad is producing it, and he is not a good producer.
Okay.
So there is that.
More Take-Two boss defends no disc version of GTA 6. Didn't we talk about this?
I think we talked about this at the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo.
I believe we did.
Speaking during a Q&A with analysts, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick declined to speak specifically about Sony's controversial decision to kill off physical game production, but did say that when it comes to GTA 6, a physical disc version simply doesn't make sense. Our business is well over 90% digital distribution, Zelnick said. It is already a digital business, so in certain instances, especially if it's a big game, discs just don't make sense for the customer. Also, most instances you have to register online to play anyhow, so if you're already connected, who cares if you download digitally? It's all the same and it's much more convenient. So that's where the world is going in our opinion, and I think Sony understands that. We certainly understand that. It doesn't mean that we won't have physical editions now and then. I'm sure we will in the same way that there's still vinyl in the recorded music business, but in other instances, it just won't make sense.
He is unfortunately right.
Yes.
His job is to try to make as much money as possible out of Grand Theft Auto 6. And they're not going to lose any money by not having discs. They're probably going to gain money because they don't have to make discs.
Yeah.
No, but they're not going to lose sales from having a code in the box.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's going to give a fuck. They might get an influx of customer service calls.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
No, I think in Grand Theft Auto's case, like, it's understandable. NBA 2K might be a different story. That's also his bag.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, the vinyl records thing, though, is like, throwing me here because like, yeah, physical media is becoming more and more of an enthusiast thing, but like vinyl records is like a very specific thing. Like you need to actually go and buy a vinyl record player. And like, if the video game system doesn't have a disc drive, then like, what's the point of having a physical copy of the game? You know, they're not going to make a PlayStation 6 disc drive, I don't think.
No, he's saying that this is like a retro thing. And like maybe like some games might, you know, do. Yeah, I mean, in the future, no. I mean, there'll always be companies like Limited Run and I Am 8-Bit and the other one, Fan Gamer, and I'm missing one.
But like right now, those companies make physical games for current gen systems.
Yeah. I think they'll have something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would be.
But like if I want to go and get you know, Weezer has a new album coming out next week. If I want to get the vinyl record of the new Weezer album, I can get the vinyl record of the new Weezer album. I can't get a physical copy of the next Spider-Man game because that's going to come out after they shut down disc production.
But for like Nintendo Switch 2, this is vinyl.
Yeah.
Like literally like these small batch publishers like I Am 8-Bit and Limited Run are literally the vinyl records of the gaming industry.
Yeah.
Aliens Fireteam Elite Cloud version shuts down. Oh no.
Where are my notes? Okay, so I'll try to summarize as best as possible. The Switch 1 edition of Aliens Fireteam Elite was a cloud version. So it was streaming only. That game cost $40 when it came out, or $60 for the Ultimate Edition. However, it has been the cloud version has been shut down, so you cannot play that game anymore on Switch 1, and you are not getting your money back.
When did this game come out?
Came out a while ago. It's still available on Xbox and PlayStation.
Came out in 2021.
Yeah.
Quite a while ago.
But like people like that game, and now you straight up just cannot play it on your Switch even though you paid money for it.
Yeah, that's
that
this is
right
why
there
we
is
need...
the clearest example of like why Stop Killing Games and like initiatives like that matter.
Yeah, or why you shouldn't be buying a cloud version of a game,
or why like physical media is important.
But like, you know, it's inevitable that a cloud version of the game is not going to be supported eventually because it has to run on a cloud service.
Yeah, but like,
and it's different if it's like Netflix or Game Pass or something because you're paying a monthly subscription. Yeah. And if it gets taken off, or if this cloud subscription gets removed, like, you're not paying anymore.
You said 2021?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's only like 5-year life cycle. You know,
for this shitty game.
But like,
it makes sense to me. Like it's unfortunate, but that's how it is. There should be maybe clearer protections over it.
Yeah.
But this is a case of you are licensing the game. It's just unfortunate that it's like, instead of a subscription, you're paying outright and you're gonna lose it.
But like this is ultimately the end goal for publishers.
Yeah.
Like Strauss Zelnick, it's not, I didn't put it in the article, but like in that same call, he talked about like within the next few years, like streaming is going to be so good. Like you like this is an Xbox future is going to be inevitable.
Yeah.
So, but like that right there is the future we're going to have. You know, we're going to pay all this money for something we're only going to have a limited access to, and that's it.
Yeah,
and that's going to
especially
be for every game.
With us losing our compute power with the chip shortages and everything, we're gonna start to see games. We're gonna start to have a lot more cloud games, and that means we're not only losing the compute power, we're gonna lose our licenses to these games because we're gonna have to play them on someone else's hardware.
Yeah,
but again, I don't expect Aliens Fireteam Elite to be playable forever on a cloud.
Aliens Fireteam Elite may not be the good example of it, but like it is an example.
Yes.
Like the next Uncharted or the next Call of Duty, a game like that is gonna like move the needle more than Alien.
I got a weird take. I do think that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be streamable on some cloud in some way. I think they might make their own cloud.
Oh, well, yeah, they would definitely do that.
Steam reportedly refunds Battlefield 1 player who had 470 hours logged because EA pulled the rush mode that he liked to play.
Where am I now? Here it is. A Battlefield 6 player upset by the removal of the popular rush mode claims to have secured a full refund from Steam despite having clocked over 470 hours. Reddit user Explore Everything Once states that Valve refunded the full $110 that they paid for the game's Phantom Edition despite roughly 470 hours logged. That is more than 230 times Steam's usual cutoff. Rush disappeared without warning earlier this week as part of patch 1.4.1.5, buried among a batch of otherwise minor fixes. It is still ostensibly available via the portal, but not via custom search, which is why players notice its absence, along with other quietly removed modes almost immediately.
I did not like Battlefield 6 at all.
Okay.
Played a little bit of it.
I didn't play it at all.
Wasn't big into it.
I mean, aside from you, people liked it. A lot of people played it. But like the point of this article is that the game changed so fundamentally that Steam saw fit to refund somebody their money, even though they clearly spent a lot of time with it.
Valve has been very good at customer service.
Yes.
So they saw like, hey, you removed a mode, which is a reason this guy's playing the game. So I guess we'll just give him his money back.
But like this does kind of open up like a crazy precedent because now like, could this happen in the future?
Yeah. I mean, games remove modes all the time. And then there's also like seasonal modes and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think this was one of those seasonal modes.
No, it was like a mode that's been a part of Battlefield since 2008.
I'm considering pulling a Steam refund.
For what?
Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls.
Really?
Because I played the beta.
Uh-huh.
And it was all right.
Yeah.
Some reason I decided to buy the game.
Okay.
And I went into the training mode and just messed around a little bit. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this. So I'm under the 2 hours.
Okay.
Also, the game just runs like shit on PC.
Apparently they patched it.
I don't think it's enough.
Okay.
It runs pretty decent on this, actually, this laptop.
Okay.
Maybe I'll give it another go. I don't know. Stop Killing Games joins a lawsuit against Sony.
Stop Killing Games has joined an ongoing legal effort in the Netherlands pushing against PlayStation's alleged monopoly over digital game sales on its platform. While the lawsuit primarily concerns digital game pricing, the end of physical media has exacerbated worries about Sony's ability to fix its own prices. A Dutch consumer rights organization called the Stitching SMC has been preparing this lawsuit since 2024 as part of its Fair PlayStation campaign. Sony has a monopoly on digital game sales on PlayStation. The organizers argue in the video breakdown. Your PlayStation is designed so that you can only buy digital games through Sony's own store. And once Sony stops selling physical games in 2028, you won't have any choice at all. Today, both Stop Killing Games and community resource Does It Play have announced that they're backing the Fair PlayStation campaign. They've responded to SMNC's video with the title, "It's Time to Sue Sony." Join us.
Okay. Someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to do it. It's a start.
And it's in the Dutch courts?
Yes.
They have to do everything in the EU.
Yeah.
Can't do anything here.
Nope.
Can't make any progress here.
Nope.
Also, they're a Japanese company, but Japan just doesn't give a fuck for some reason about this fight.
I don't want to say, like, I don't know how Japanese business culture works or whatever, but I know they're like, Japanese businesses like believe in themselves and like they have great worker protection over there, but like they're very much like for business, they're about like keeping businesses afloat and like by any means necessary.
That's all news.
Yeah.
Tweet of the week.
Our good buddy Masahiro Sakurai.
Oh, he's back.
This is a translation from Japanese. It says, I want to put it in my mouth. The rough texture looks like it'd feel good.
Oh boy.
And this is in reference to a rider from Kirby Air Riders.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like candy,
It does.
but it also looks spiky.
Not wrong.
That's it. Now we're going to talk to you.
Yes, let's start with people who gave us money. If you gave us money over on twitch.tv/wolfden or youtube.com/wolfdenpodcast, this is the part of the show where we finally talk to you. And then we will look at comments from last week's Wolf Den podcast over on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/wolfdenpodcast. And of course, if you're watching us live right now, please start leaving your questions in the comments because we will get to them when we are done with everybody else.
Jeffrey Sorensen, thanks for the 37 months. Keanu Weaves, thanks for the 4 months. That's the cute Keanu Reeves.
Oh.
Edward Bover, thanks for the 23 months. Bob, we definitely need your hot take on this. A PC cooling company shows Sony and Nintendo how it's done as it pledges to pass U.S. tariff refunds onto consumers. Woo!
Cool.
Who is it? Is it Cooler Master?
Arctic.
Arctic. I've never heard of them before. That's they should be mandated to do that.
They should be, but they're not going to be. Really, the government should be refunding us, but like,
Yeah,
They're
they're
not
refunding companies.
they're refunding companies, then they should be refunding us because we have to pay for it.
Only some companies
Yeah.
for some reason.
So the companies that are suing them.
No, they're giving refunds to qualifying companies,
Yeah.
but it's hard to qualify. Big Daddy Mayhem, thanks for 44 months. 44 months, that blows my dick off. I'm sorry about
Hope
your
you find it.
sorry
so
about
you
your
put it back.
Embrace the Martian, thanks for the 10 months. Uber Yoshi, thanks for the 19 months. My Switch library is also mostly digital. There are so many good deals on the eShop. I don't understand why people always digging in it and saying only Steam has sales. Deku deals is a big help. I heard PlayStation has good deals too.
PlayStation does have good deals. Like I've bought games digitally on PlayStation before. They do have good sales.
There are sales on this eShop. I don't think they're as good.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like they're not as good on Nintendo does not have the best sales.
Right.
Like just straight up. The eShop sales are not as good as like Steam or other platforms. I think the thing with Steam is like the discounts are significantly deeper and they're more frequent than they are on other platforms.
Embrace the Martian, thanks for the 10 months. Ooh, I said that already. Army Dude, thanks for the Prime. Hudson Brownies, thanks for the 6 months. 6 months since I decided I probably should support my favorite creator. Thank you so much. If you have Amazon Prime, you can figure out how to do it for free. South Australia guy, thanks for the 10 months. Hope you're doing well. What's your view on projector glasses being banned from use in public in Australia due to the cameras on them? Projector glasses?
Those like meta glass? Or are these like those like X?
Oh, they're AR glasses?
Yeah.
I think those are stupid. Period.
Yeah.
I guess they have I don't know why they would have a camera. I guess maybe they have a camera so you can pin things to the world. Like I could put the screen here and it'll always be there.
Yeah.
Fine. I think there should be. Actually,
Yeah.
I don't know. Because here in America, you don't really have the expectation of privacy in public. But then when you're in private, you don't know what someone's doing with their glasses.
Yeah.
So if I walk into a doctor's office and I'm recording the whole thing on my Meta glasses,
Yeah.
like they don't have the expectation that they're in public, you know? So I don't know how, here in America, we don't have these sorts of rules about recording.
No.
As harsh as they do in Europe and maybe in Australia. So I don't really know how I feel about this stuff. Also, like, I kind of just don't give a fuck about being recorded in any capacity anymore. Like if someone shoves a phone in my face, I kind of just don't care. But I know that's unique to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm just on camera all the time.
So like if it was just me, I would probably like agree with you. But now I have to think about the two small humans that I don't I don't put their picture online. I don't say their names, if you've noticed. You know, I keep them very private. And all it's going to take is one douchebag with meta glasses to, like, you know, scan the supermarket or whatever, sees them, and he goes, oh, that's Will from WULFF Den Podcast. Oh, those were his kids or whatever. I'm like, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
So that's something that I have to be concerned about.
On the other side of things, one of our only weapons against tyrannical, you know, government and police force is recording everything, is documenting everything. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. So I don't know how I feel about mandates on something like meta glasses or AR glasses. I think that whatever mandate is on meta glasses should be on AR glasses. It doesn't matter if the camera is only for pinning something in the world. You don't know what they're actually, that seems like a loophole that could be, like, you know, abused. So I don't have a good answer. Anyway, we're loading. Holy Lettuce, 100 bits. So for Halo Campaign Evolved, it's Halo Reach's Blam engine ported into Unreal Engine 5. Also, Will, you definitely should play through Halo 2 through Reach. Halo 2 through Reach, which is what you have left.
Yeah.
On Master Chief Collection, they're short campaigns, and even though Halo isn't as popular anymore, those entries still leave such a good impact. Yeah.
I know all the good stuff about it. Like, everybody, all my friends who are Halo heads, like, is that what you call you people selves? Halo heads? You're Halo heads. Like, those are the games that, like, they talk about and keep coming back to. Nobody says anything about 4 onwards. 4 is in the Master Chief Collection, though. I'm curious. I would play that because I have it.
I should have brought this up as a story, but we did not. See, this is why you got to be in the supporter Discord, Will, so you can see what all the cool kids are talking about.
Oh, I want to be like the cool kids.
Exodus is, I think, made by the guys that make the Heretic launcher for Steam. They are working on a way for you to play Xbox and Game Pass games on Steam OS.
Oh, interesting.
So that might be your window there.
Yeah.
You can play
Heretic or Heroic?
the one that you got Epic Game Store on.
Heroic.
I love saying Heretic. Heroic launcher.
Got it.
They are making a Game Pass equivalent.
Cool.
So you'll be able to play your Halo Master Chief Collection on your Steam OS device.
You know what I don't like about the Master Chief Collection?
What?
There's one thing I don't like about it. When I got it, I got it with my Xbox One, so it's the original version. It came with Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that was great. And somewhere along the line, they added ODST and Reach. 2 games that don't have Master Chief in it, by the way. So why are they in the Master Chief Collection? Anyway, but because they did that, I could get those games. I was like, I can buy those games as like add-ons or whatever. But because they did that, it's now a new game. And the game I had no longer exists. So if I go into the Xbox store and I see Halo the Master Chief Collection, they ask me if I want to buy it.
Oh, that is annoying.
Yes. I hate it when they do that.
It is very annoying trying to find like the Game Pass version of a game versus like the retail version of a game.
So fucking frustrating, like the way because they weren't designed for that.
I was trying to get footage the other day and I just needed to play a game with a controller. So I was like, oh, Forza, I'll just stream it. I can't because I somehow, some way decided to get a version of Game Pass that doesn't include cloud streaming on PC. Even though I just did. I just did it like a month ago.
What version do you have?
I don't fucking know. I thought I had like the top thing.
Ultimate?
I thought I did.
How much are you paying a month?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, you know what it is? I think I stopped paying and I got it for free with a handheld or something. And I think that is like the lower version.
Got it.
Anyway, YouTube, we got some super chats and whatnot. We got Experiment 626 with the new subscription. Thank you. We got
Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. He's Experiment 626.
Oh, Mobilis with the $5. Hey, Wolves, haven't watched in about 3 months. What did I miss? Oh, I can't read the whole.
It's short season. I'm wearing shorts. That's what you missed. You missed my hairy legs.
Hope you all doing well. Thanks, Detroit. Thank you, Detroit. Blues Gamer with $10. Hi, Bob. Love the podcast. Thank you for getting me through work. So I've had a 2 terabyte mini SSD I was going to use for the Steam machine. Should I just upgrade my Steam Deck LCD, upgrade to an OLED, or save it? That's entirely up to you. I don't know.
I mean, the cheaper option is to just upgrade your Steam Deck LCD.
It's a rough decision because that 2 terabyte SSD is worth a lot now.
Yeah.
So is he going to put that in his Steam Deck LCD, his old Steam Deck LCD? That's if you want to save all of the money.
Yeah.
A Steam machine is kind of really cool, though. So if you wanted a Steam machine, that's still an option. Although they sell a 2 terabyte one.
Yeah.
And it's honestly not that much more than the 512. Do both. Upgrade your Steam Deck and get a Steam machine.
Yeah.
All right. We're in the... Oh, no. Last week's WULFF Den podcast. Andrew says, love the GameStop stories. I worked there from 98 to 2003. Damn. Dude, that was way before my time. Desquil, whatever your name is, says, can't wait for the Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City backlog episode. We were so close. So true.
Yeah.
We did play it in a bonus episode, right?
Did we?
No, I played it on a stream. That's what it was.
Okay.
Timeout. That's what he, every time he hit pause. Timeout.
Timeout.
Senia says, as someone who grew up in Long Island, I feel like they're lying.
Yeah.
Will is wrong. It's in Long Island or on the island. On Long Island is wrong. No,
Banned.
You are wrong.
Banned.
That's
Banned.
wrong. It's proper English.
Yes.
But we don't speak proper English around here.
We don't.
Makazi says, I think the biggest piece of the puzzle we are missing is not how many physical copies sold, but how many were printed. I fully see how physical games are less and less available, with many stores only getting pre-orders plus 1 to 5 copies to put on their shelves, which forces more to move towards digital reluctantly. I disagree. Why do you think they're not printing them? Because if they would sell them, they would print more. They're not trying to cannibalize their own revenue.
No, but I think they're onto something because, you know, when Resident Evil Requiem came out, like it wasn't available like in stores. Like there was a spot for it on shelves and like there was an Amazon listing for it, but like it was just unavailable for a while.
So when I worked at
launch,
when I worked at GameStop, that was when physical media was everywhere.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to. We would frequently run out of inventory.
Yeah.
And we would have to go get it from other stores or wait or tell people to wait. So that's gonna happen. And when a big blockbuster like Resident Evil 9 happens, like they print as many as they think that they need. And that sold a fuck ton, and they did not anticipate how much it was gonna sell. Again, why would they purposely cannibalize their sales if you think that they would make more if they printed more?
I think the incentive for them to print more isn't there.
Yeah.
Because they can just do it on PlayStation or Steam or whatever.
Yeah. And people are just going to buy it there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're in the chat.
Oh, we're not gonna read never seen less likable people in my life, first and last podcast from Remco88.
Never seen less likable people in my life. First and last. Okay, bye. I didn't even see that.
You missed the show, Remco.
Oh, no, Remco.
Remco. Oh, we have
never seen less likable people in my life. That one guy from Long Island Retro found us for the first time and loved us.
Yes.
So what do you bros pick up this year at Long Island Retro? I didn't buy a single thing.
I just showed you all the games I got for the kids. Mecha.
At the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
We almost bought a CRT.
Almost.
We were this close. What was it, $100 or
$150? Because it came with a DVD drive.
Yes.
And he was going to throw an Empire Strikes Back.
It was a flat panel.
Yeah.
I didn't want it. because I want a regular tube one, like a normal one, and also a flat panel HD one, which is 16:9.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to have an in between. Anyway, don't they sell a lot of physical games on Amazon and stuff? I mean, they probably sell both, physical and digital, on Amazon.
They do sell physical games on Amazon,
Yeah.
but like the inventory isn't very high anymore.
You guys are likable enough for a Tuesday night. That's all we ask for.
Yeah.
Which has better control limited editions? Xbox? Yes. Or PlayStation 5? Follow-up question. What is your favorite one off the top of your head? I don't know if you're saying this because there was an ad on screen for the Forza limited edition
That
controller.
is a nice controller.
That is a very nice controller. But you're going to say Wonder Woman, which is up there.
I mean, that's up there.
The
definitely.
Wonder Woman one is really cool.
No, there's I mean, the C3PO 361 is still top tier. I'm trying to think. I do think the Spider-Man controllers for PS4 and PS5 are nice.
This is the Forza one.
Yeah, that's a nice controller. Xbox does have the better like limited edition controllers, I must say.
Yes. So does the X25 console. True, that's the clear green one.
Yes.
This Mod Retro M64 is also clear green, and I think it is kind of an ugly green.
That is more of an Xbox green.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have the Hyperkin controller.
Yeah.
It is the ugliest, shittiest controller in the world. It's so much uglier than it has. A piss yellow D-pad and black buttons.
That is gross.
It's so gross. Xbox does need to add Reach and ODST for free on the Master Chief Collection on Xbox, considering when MCC goes on sale on Steam for $10 with all the games included. You should just do that.
So what I did was, because when they put Master Chief Collection on sale, they now sell the games individually. So you can get Reach and ODST when they're on sale for like $1.
Oh, that's cool.
So I just got them for $1.
Lord Jitter Jatter in the chat just dropped a link that has every Xbox controller variant ever. That's pretty sick.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool. Oh, Clockwork J, thanks for the $2 super chat. Bob, PS3 mod video when?
Do you need our PS3?
No, what I need is the disc drive.
It should be coming tomorrow.
Okay. I don't need it that bad because we're going to be going away.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bob, you should consider a career composing jingles. Every time I see another YouTube advertised PCB way, I sing your stupid song.
That's how they get you.
I do a lot of jingles. I do sing a lot.
You do have a musical background.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a fart?
That was an inside.
That was an inside fart. Okay. Fart, yeah. I'd still like a Wasabi Stadia controller. The Stadia controller is still
that was a good
phenomenal.
Which one was the Wasabi one? Because I know there was the Founders Edition, which was like the dark blue, the regular edition, which was white.
I'm gonna assume green.
Yeah.
Oh. I think this is the one that I have. Oh no. So it's like almost glow in the dark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think I have that one. I have the orange one, I think. Or the white with the orange.
You don't have the blue and orange? Because you got it like when it came out.
There's a fucking video. Go look at the video. All right. Gotta go because I got a lot of things I gotta do, and it's later than I expected.
Okay.
We're gonna do the bonus episode, but before that, I want to record something. It might take a couple minutes.
Got it.
And then we're gonna move over to the desk, and we're gonna do the bonus episode playing some games on the Mod Retro.
Yes.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for chatting with us. As always, the WULFF DEN Podcast is every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on twitch.tv/WULFF DEN or youtube.com/WULFF DEN Podcast. If you can't make the show for any reason at all, we We always put the archive version up over on youtube.com/WULFF DEN Podcast. So you can go and check us out over there on demand whenever you want. But if you prefer to listen to us rather than watch us, you can do that as well, because we're also an audio podcast on any and every podcast service, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Audible.com. The list goes on. But no matter where you get the show from, folks, please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us, because that helps us with placement on all those respective platforms.
If you're here live, you can join us either on Patreon or on Twitch or on Discord, but you have to give us money in some way to do that. You need to be a supporter on Patreon, on Twitch, or on YouTube through Discord, whatever. You'll figure it out. Next week's episode won't be live, but I'm trying my best to record something to post. So we will hopefully be able to do that. And thank you so much. And this week will be a video on the Mod Retro M64. And tomorrow, Thursday night, I'm going to be playing Big Walk with some people. It's going to be a big walk. And goodbye. And thank you and goodbye.
Bye. Really, you should be getting a full-grown will to go to sleep by just reading, like, a book. But who's got...
No, you whack off.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the best way to... That's the easiest way to
Yeah.
knock right out.
Yeah, honestly.